Hello and welcome Ms. Sasha to our coaching call. We will discuss some questions from the strategic alignment. Okay, so the question is that the CEO wants to initiate a new program to develop a housing state. What should the program manager do? Once we are in the initiation phase, means we are in the program formulation surface, right? So what are the 10 activities I am doing there first? What is the first step? To carry out those 10 activities which are estimations and estimates. Remember the magic grid?
Yeah.
So if we are
Scope.
yes, scope, schedule, cost, quality, all assessments and
Yeah.
estimations, right? So
Yeah.
in the beginning phase, if you click the program business case, this is also not the wrong answer. First thing is that. But what is the first step to be done? What should the program manager do in the beginning? Is first we will do the estimations and estimates, and then these inputs will be used to develop the business case and the charter.
Okay. But in the business case also, like we will not document the business case just blindly, right? Like while documenting itself, we will be studying everything. Okay, what are my deliverables? What is the cost estimate, benefits, environmental factors,
Yes,
everything we will be documenting there. So while documenting itself, we can study, right? Then why we have to explicitly separately we have to study and then we have to prepare a business
because of
case?
this thing, because of this formulation surface activities. Without doing the assessments, how can you make the business case directly? What these are
Okay.
the this estimation and estimation are input to developing the program chart business case. Without doing the
Okay.
assessment and estimation, you cannot make the business case.
Okay.
You got
So
the point?
to initiate any new program, first we
Mhm.
have to study all the environmental factors, initiation programs, whatever all the resources required, scope, cost,
Don't
everything
use
we
the
have to
word.
study.
No, no. Don't say environmental factors. Say we have to do estimations and assessments. That is the correct word. If you use environmental factor, then this is a ambiguous thing. When the
Okay.
first step that we have to do when we will initiate the program is to carry out the activities in the program formulation phase. That means I have to do assessments and estimations. Once this is done, then I will help to make the business case and the charter. Once this business case and charter is done, then what is the next step is to do the planning surface activities. For example, in the planning surface activities, we don't say that we will directly make the program management plan. At the end of the day, we will get a program management plan. It's clear. But before that, we have to prepare all this constituent or subsidiary plans, individual one by one, scope management plan, this, and then they all will combine to give me the program management plan.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. Okay. And 32 page number.
32. This was 36. Okay, this
Yeah,
is your
correct.
sponsor.
Yeah. Your sponsor has approved your program. Now you are focused on program initiation formalities. One of the most important outcome of initiating a program in program formulation is I understood the question and also the correct answer is program charter. But my concern is if at all the question doesn't say that your sponsor had approved your program. Because he had already approved, my business case is already ready. So
Mhm.
only the next comes is the program charter. But if approval itself, that sentence itself is not there in the question, your sponsor had approved your program, that sentence is not there. Directly we are focusing on the program initiation formalities. So what are you going to do while initiating a program in this kind of question? Will the answer be business case?
Okay.
Because he
The
has not approved anything.
okay, clear. What is the key point in the question? The most important outcome of initiating a
In
program in
program
program formulation
formulation.
phase means he's asking about one key output from the program formulation surface, right? This is the question, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
if I come to this sheet, you can see my picture.
correct. Yeah, I can.
If I say that in the program formulation surface, if I say the program charter I have gotten now, it by default means business case is already approved or is available. But if you will
Hmm.
click the business case, then program formulation phase is still not complete, because
Yeah.
you can go out of the program formulation phase once business case and charter both are ready. So in this type of questions, when there is only one option given, we will click the program charter.
Provided
Provided
if the sponsor has approved it.
yes, that is clear. If you're saying that sponsor has any way to approve with the charter, is the answer anyway it has to be approved the business case first.
Yeah, okay.
And same like I tell you one again, if he says that at the end of the program definition phase, okay, what is the key output or what is the important outcome of the program definition phase? For example, this is the question. Okay, what is the key output of the program definition phase? And the options are business case, charter, program management plan, program roadmap. Then what is the best answer?
Program management plan.
Yes, because if I will click program management plan, it by default means that business case, charter, and roadmap are also done, because program management plan is the final output, right? So in this type of question, there will be 5 to 10 questions with no answer is correct and no answer is wrong, but we have to select the best one that covers everything others.
Okay. Next one is 72 page number.
72. Yes, a new component is needed on your program to integrate the outcomes from 2 of the existing components. The project manager has been identified and assigned. What should the program manager do? Okay.
So the answer is present project business case to the program steering committee for approval. So this one I did not get. Even the project business case also we will be submitting to the program steering committee itself.
Whenever we have to initiate a new component, we need the approval of the steering committee. This you know, right?
Yeah, correct.
So,
but I thought only we will be submitting the program business case. I was not aware that project business case also we will be submitting to the same steering committee.
Okay, let me explain you, because this is a topic of governance, but let me explain you, then it will be much more clear to you. Okay. So when we are talking about the, whenever I'm drawing the vertical lines, this is my phase gate reviews, right? Where I need the approval of the steering committee, and steering committee in my case is only the program steering committee. So whenever I have to initiate any component, I need approval of the steering committee. This is clear, right?
Yeah.
So now instead of asking initiating the program component, he has given you to get approval of the business case. Indirectly, that is the same meaning, that once your program the business case will be approved, it means the program is initiated or the component is initiated.
Okay. No, I just got confused with the wording.
Program and the project
business case.
Yes, correct. The point is that now he's trying to initiate the component. So instead of initiating the component, he has given the direct output of that thing, which is a business case.
Okay.
And steering committee the same for the whole program or the components.
Okay. The next one is 84 page number.
When you do your program risk response strategy first, you should realize you need to assume you have performed an initial risk assessment for your new program to transfer your company into one of that doesn't work in silos. Okay, many stakeholders are negative to your idea for this program as they enjoy their role in silos and no one really likes change. Means they are resistant to change. You realize you need stakeholder support as you prepare your business case throughout the program. When you do your program risk response strategy, first you should realize you need to combine risk thresholds and initial risk assessment, determine the potential responses, prepare your program risk management plan, ensure the program's objectives support with the strategy. Okay, what you selected?
The first one, but I'm not clear with this one. Like, what is that risk threshold? Why they are saying that we have to combine that risk threshold with the initial risk assessment? If you can elaborate on this particular answer.
Risk threshold actually means when you will trigger your response plan. For example, if I say that I have a schedule of 30 days and I put plus minus 10 days as the threshold. So it means even the days, these are risks, I can get the delay in the schedule. So
Correct.
even if I am between 25 to 35 days plus minus 5 days, I don't need to trigger any risk response plan. Okay.
Okay.
So now I think
Yeah.
when you do your program risk response strategy, I have identified the strategy that, for example, there is a risk. For example, there is a risk that today you will not do these questions. For example, okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what is the, I will give you some another task, but
Mm.
there should be a threshold. If you don't finish till 5 p.m., you don't finish till 6 p.m., then only that secondary action will kick in, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
combining the risk thresholds should have the boundary. So the keyword is thresholds for the risk and the change. Whenever in the
Okay.
when we go to the another questions might come for the change threshold. So the in the beginning of your program, you need to define
Mm.
your risk thresholds and your change thresholds. After that, you will trigger your change management plan or your risk management plan or risk response strategy. As long as you are within your threshold, you don't need to trigger your risk response strategy.
Mm.
That
Okay.
is the
Okay.
meaning. And there is another
Okay.
term which is risk appetite. You are clear with risk appetite and risk threshold, right? We discussed last
Yeah.
time.
Correct. Yeah.
Very good.
Next one is 94 page number.
Yes, you are striving to
It is
determine the
about
risk appetite in your program to enable your stakeholders to have a common understanding. Your goal in doing so is to, okay, what you selected?
First, I thought it is to determine the program's risk management strategy. But then the correct answer is determine the organization's willingness to accept and deal with the risks.
So we
So
discussed
it
that
might
appetite.
be
Continue.
why I thought that to determine the program's risk management strategy, because it might be positive or negative risk. Risk appetite can be, right? But why the answer they are saying that first we have to determine the organization's willingness to accept and deal with risk. Why they have to always accept it? They might reject also, right? The risk. So why
Wait.
we have to determine that one?
Okay, understood. But what is the meaning of appetite? We discussed how much you can accept, right? That was the definition of the
Correct.
appetite. How much you
Yeah,
can eat
correct.
at that moment. So
Yeah, yeah.
the willingness to accept is actually the English meaning of how much. Unless you don't know what is the risk appetite, how much you can take the risk in your organization, then your strategy will come. If you have zero tolerance, you have no willingness to accept, you have no appetite, you cannot do anything.
Oh, it's like a synonym of okay
Yes,
appetite.
synonym
That
or like a
willing.
definition of the appetite. This is not a technical answer. The
Okay,
point
okay.
is that he's talking about your goal in doing so. Why you are calculating the risk appetite? I should know how much of willingness to accept the risk. This is actually he's asking about this thing. That risk management
Mm-hmm.
strategy has nothing to do with appetite. That is your
Mm.
second step. That is your second step. And like you said, can be positive or negative. That is dependent on the risk analysis. Once I will
Mm-hmm.
identify the risk, then I will do the qualitative and quantitative risk analysis, and then I will make a risk response strategy for that ones.
Mm.
So
Okay,
in the beginning of the project, the appetite has nothing to do with the positive or negative. It has only to do with the willingness to accept or how much you can accept it.
correct. Okay, got it. Next one is 99 question number. Page number is 99.
Okay.
A company begins to implement its new business strategy to increase its presence and promote its products and services in new markets. The company CEO wants to initiate a new program to promote and support this strategy. However, before the program is formally initiated, this strategy must be aligned with the organization's strategic goals and objectives. What should the program manager develop first? If I got this one as a program's risk threshold. So I just wanted to
Mm.
understand here is that whenever such kind of questions comes,
Mm.
always the threshold comes into picture. Is it the first step program manager has to take initiative in analyzing the threshold, right?
Correct. The plan will come second. Risk response. Okay. First step is to identify your risk. That's the first step. Means documenting the risk
Correct.
register.
Mm,
Second step is to determine the risk thresholds
mm,
together in the risk register. Then,
mm,
based on this, you will see you will develop your risk response, whether it's
mm,
positive or negative. And then, third step is to prepare the risk management plan, how you will handle this risk, what is written in the plan.
mm.
And resource management plan has nothing to do with the type of risk. Whenever he will say that who will do something, that is a resource management plan. But risk threshold is conceptually also, if I know that I have so much margin. For example, if I tell you that your passing criteria is, your risk threshold is 30%, for example, you will, if you out of 100 you score 30%, 30% threshold, you will pass the exam. Then you will study less. Then you will study less. If I say your risk threshold or the passing threshold is 90% out of 100, you will study more. And accordingly, I will make the risk response. I need to study 2 hours, 3 hours, and how I will, right? You got my point. And then the next step would be, okay, I need 80% marks. This is my threshold. The response is that I need to study 4 hours a day. Then the plan is that how I will manage this 4 hours. So unless I don't know the thresholds, what are my boundary limits, I cannot proceed with making the responses or the management plan.
Okay.
That is the point.
Yeah. And if the question says, okay, already we have identified the risks, what should the program manager do next? Just a general question.
Analyze the risk.
But before analyzing, we should be documenting, right?
Yes, this is also correct. If we say your risk has been identified, what is the next step? He will say document in the risk register. If it is there, that is the best answer. If we say that you have identified the risk, put it in the document register, and what should be the next step? So normally this would be the question, and the option would be to analyze, make the impact assessment, analyze the risk, and make the impact assessment. And the other confusing option would be to develop the risk management plan. That will be two things to look into that. And first step is to impact the assessment, and then you make the risk management plan. That's the only thing.
Okay. The next one is 118 page number. The program sponsor returns from a board of directors meeting after identifying a significant risk to the program schedule. This may impact the program's benefit realization. What should the program manager do next? So this is similar to the question what I asked just now, that
yes, correct. You have to document the risk first and then create a risk mitigation plan. Hello?
Management plan. And
yes,
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, the first option is update the program benefits management plan and risk register. And the last option is document the risk and create a mitigation plan. So between these two options, I got confused. The first option I was about to select, that is just because of the risk register. We have to document all the identified risks in the risk register. But I was not sure about the benefits management plan we have to update or not.
No, benefit, any plan will come later on. That is the first trick out. Any plan will be later on. First, you have to work on the registers, document everything. Whenever there is a, in general, whenever you have to update the plan, that is not the first step, not the immediate step. Next step, that is the last step.
Okay, so that's the key point here. Then we have to document that risk and then create a mitigation.
Yes, correct. Sequence is the problem.
Okay, fine, got it. The next one is about the green background questions we have now. That one.
Okay. Only give me 1 minute, please. I will be back.
Sure. Yeah.
So let's go to the green background question now. An organization is releasing new technology. The program manager has performed initial program assessment by defining the program objectives, requirements, and risks. The program sponsor has approved the high-level roadmap. What will the program manager do next? Okay, so what you selected?
Here I'm clueless. I mean I did not get this actually, because first one, business case will be approved. After that we will go with the program charter. After that only roadmap, program management plan will come. But how about this one, where in that picture where this high level roadmap will come? So that I did not get. After approving the high level roadmap, what we will be doing?
Okay, so as I told you that, let me revise. High level roadmap considers something which is on the left side of your program boundary.
Okay.
Can you see my screen? What are you seeing?
No, I'm not able to see. Yeah, now I can see.
Okay, so for the exam point of view, just consider high level roadmap is sitting on the left side of your boundary. Okay, so the question is saying you that high level roadmap has been developed. Okay, and now what is the next step? So next step is that he has to come inside the program boundary, and the business case is the first document he has to make.
Okay, okay.
Because when we saw domain 1 task 3, in which we said that develop the high level roadmap in order to define, you see, task 3, define the high level roadmap and financial framework to set a baseline for program definition. Means this document will tell me how am I going to do my program definition phase activities, right? And the program definition phase starts right when I'm coming inside my red boundary. So
Okay.
from that perspective, consider for this exam point of view, for the exam question point of view, this high level roadmap is something on the left side of the boundary. Whenever you have done this, you have to come inside the program boundary. And the first document that you will see is the business case.
Okay, okay. Next one is page number 6.
It will inform how benefits are delivered within major stages or program milestones. Which document are you discussing?
Here I got confused between program roadmap and
Benefits.
management plan.
Roadmap and the
Because
program management.
yeah, both. Because when I studied that whatever the sheet, whatever you have given, right? So in the roadmap also it is mentioned that okay, it will be delivered in stages or the milestones. And in the management plan also the same thing is mentioned. Milestone it contains, management plan also it contains milestones, but the stages is not mentioned there in management plan. So I'm a bit confused between these two. Which one to select like that?
Okay, so if you go to the program roadmap, what is the first point? It is a major component of the program
Management plan.
Major component of the program management plan. Chronological representation of intended direction, graphically depicting dependency between major milestones and decision. This is graphical. When there is a topic of graphical or visual thing, then the milestone. I showed you one physical example of roadmap,
Correct,
right?
correct. Yeah, I understand that.
Reflects linkage between the business strategy and the work, defines the structure of the components by identifying the relationship among the components and the rules. It describes the evolving aspects of the program, including the incremental delivery. So there's no specific word of milestones in the roadmap as per the fifth edition. This is the fifth edition. Okay, there is no wording directly. Indirectly, I would say the 6 and F5 is meaning the roadmap. Okay, principle the milestone, but not special word of the milestones. If we come to the program management plan, then point number 9, show how benefits are delivered within major stages of milestone. That is clearly program management plan. They have a special word of major stages or milestones. Point number 9 of the program management plan.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, got it. Next one is 9th page.
The organization, what should you develop first as a program manager? The organization implementing a new.
I got it because you mentioned, right? Threshold we have to first
Very good.
do it. Yeah, you have explained in that one. Okay,
Good.
thank you. One is 13th page number.
How can the program manager use organization vision to establish a program? So vision is a English word. During the strategic planning, the senior executive manager discussing the vision and mission of the organization to create the strategic plan. How can the program manager use the organization vision? Enable the fulfillment of strategic goals by defining the program and project components, fulfilling the strategic objectives by defining the benefits, by selection session to select and prioritize the program components, define the program's roadmap with highlight the benefits of each program. What you selected?
I selected fulfill the strategic objectives by defining the program objectives.
B.
Yeah, answer B.
Enable the fulfillment by defining the program. The answer is A. What is the answer?
Yeah, answer is A.
How can the program manager use organization vision to establish a program? How can the program manager use it to establish? Enable The fulfillment of strategic goals by defining the program and project components. Fulfill the strategic objectives by defining the program benefits. Now, when we are establishing the program, I don't need to define the benefits in that part. In the vision has nothing to do with the benefits. Benefits is the benefit register or benefit management plan. So whenever we are talking about the vision or mission something, it has to be playing around organization level things, strategic goals, program components, a high level perspective.
Okay, okay.
Enable the fulfillment of strategic goals. We have to make sure the strategic goals are fulfilled. How? By defining the program and program components, that this is my plan. I will have this program, these components, and ultimately I will achieve my vision, which is my desired future state. It gives you the holistic or the complete view. Whereas a B, fulfillment the strategic goal by defining, even I will define the benefit, it will not help me to achieve the desired output, which is the common thing. So B is the second best option, but A is giving you the complete holistic view.
Okay, okay.
You got the point?
Yeah, got it.
Very good.
Next one is 25th page number.
You have been assigned as a program manager in the organization. You define the program mission statement by evaluating the stakeholders' concerns and expectations in order to establish which of the following. Program direction, simple eco. Program mission statement is only in one word and the purpose is to establish the direction.
And I did not get this one. Program direction, like just could you please give the brief
yes, sure.
description?
What you selected?
No, I did not select anything. Actually, I was thinking about alignment with the organizational goals, but I was not clear with it, which one to select.
The alignment with the organization goals is always the correct, is always one of the correct answer. Okay, that is the first thing. So then we have to look for the best answer. If something is better than that, then we have to select that one. So the question is coming from this task number 4. Define the program mission statement. Means you have to make a program mission statement. How? By evaluating the stakeholders' concerns and expectations. So it means the program mission statement will be defined based on stakeholders' concerns and expectations. Why? Correct. Why? In order to establish the program direction. So program mission statement will be constituted using as per the stakeholder expectations and concerns in order to establish the program direction. Mission statement will tell you what is the direction of your program.
Okay, got it. Next one is 37.
Which of the following is logically linking components, milestones, high-level activities necessary to deliver the program benefits? So you selected B.
Yeah.
What is the problem here? Problem is activities. Roadmap doesn't have the activities. I told you master schedule is a subset of the roadmap. Like the roadmap is actually level 0 of the master schedule, right? So in the schedule, like in our project or the actual schedule also, we have activities. We define the duration of each activity. But in roadmap, you don't have the activities. So the logically linking components milestone is correct as per the roadmap. But activities is like pick the odd one out. Whenever they are the activities, it cannot be the roadmap. It has to be a schedule. Okay. One step deeper.
But yeah, in a roadmap, we will have a component closure, right? Along with these milestones.
Correct. Okay. Everything is correct. Everything is correct. But activities is in the schedule. Activities cannot be in the roadmap.
Okay, that's the key word here.
Yes, okay. Activities.
Yeah. Next one is 40, page number 40.
Here, whenever you talk about this long questions, okay? Yeah. So please, and whenever you have to cross from one program to another program, close the program, please remember 2 or 3 keywords. Okay, you can write it down. One is the criteria. That criteria can be benefit realization criteria, benefit acceptance criteria, exit criteria, or another one could be conditions, closure conditions or something like that. Okay, this is the keyword whenever we have to switch over between the programs or between the components, between the phases, or in other words, whenever what is the information I need to provide to the steering committee to get the approvals? I need to tell them, I have to prove them that my criteria are met. Okay, that is the key scenario for all the keeping in mind. A software development program will launch iterative versions of new software called alpha. Following that, a program will be released to the program team and developers to create new software beta. While the program manager prepares the program closure plan for alpha, sponsor expresses concerns about its support after the program closure. What should the manager do as part of alpha program closure plan? Keep alpha open. Okay, first, now you continue how you read this question and how you attempted this question.
Okay. Actually, what I understood is the alpha program that is going to be closed. So program manager is concerned about the support also even after the program closure.
Correct.
He is concerned in that one only. How do we manage after the program closure? What is the
Correct.
plan? So what I selected is the first one I opted out because keep a program open, we cannot open it until the support no longer required. So that one completely ruled out of this one. And the second one is document program closure procedure to ensure resources are released to develop a beta. So that one now itself we cannot decide and document about that one. So that also I ruled out.
Wait, yes, correct. Another thing is that whenever we are closing the program, we will transition the resources to organization. I cannot transition to another program or anything else. Okay, I will transition to organization. Organization can bring it to here, so I cannot make a direct transition from alpha to beta. Correct.
Okay, and the option D is adjust alpha exit criteria to ensure its support is included in the beta program. This also I ruled out because we cannot say that okay, for the beta program also the same support is required like that. Option C I selected because execute the transition plan and include knowledge transfer to transition alpha support to operations. After what happens is after the program closure, we will be transitioning the plan first, and then the support is nothing but that operations team will exist, right? So there only we will be giving the transition, and knowledge transfer will happen after that one only. So I selected that one, but the correct answer is option D.
Because of the exit criteria word.
Okay.
Develop the benefit.
Yeah, exit criteria is fine, but why we have to ensure that its support is included in the beta program also? We are not concerned about the beta program here. He is the sponsor is concerned only about the alpha program closure here. He is not saying that I need a support for beta also.
You are right. You are right. Adjust, it should be adjust alpha exit criteria to ensure its support for the another program, something like that. It should not be into the beta program. This is your concern, that why alpha should take care of the beta program, right? This is your concern.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Develop the benefits management plan, including benefits integration, transition, sustainment by defining the exit criteria to ensure all administrative, commercial conditions are met upon program completion. So it has to be taking care of its own exit criteria, not looking for the alpha beta, not looking for the beta, right?
Correct.
No, okay, so this answer needs to be a bit modified, but as a general principle, look for the keywords of criteria. Okay.
Okay, sure. Next one is 43, page number.
One of the constituent project manager who ask a new program manager to obtain approval for an additional key project requirement. One of the constituent project asks a program manager to obtain approval. A tolerance range is set. If the tolerance range is too narrow, what effect will minor changes have on the program? Okay, now continue with the answers.
So the first option is reduction in program risk. So with this tolerance range, whenever the tolerance range is too narrow, that we cannot guarantee that there will be a reduction in the program risk.
Correct.
So I ruled out.
Correct.
And B option is degradation of program communications. That is no way related here because we are talking about the risk. And C1 is slowdown in program implementation, and D1 is reduction in program quality. So these two I got confused because we are talking about the tolerance range is narrow. I thought it might affect the program quality in delivering the deliverables. That's why I selected reduction in program quality. But they are saying in the implementation itself, it will slow down.
Because What is the meaning of tolerance range? For example, my tolerance range is plus minus 1 day, for example. Okay. So if whenever I will slip out of 1 day, I need to get to the steering committee because it is going out of my threshold. So in that case, more time the decision will be awaited, it will slow down your progress. It has nothing to do with the quality. It's not talking about the quality range of your quality standard, something like that. Also in the worst case, even if it's talking about the tolerance range is less in the quality, it will improve the quality. Means you are not allowed to deviate from your standard point. Even if it is a direct quality question, in the worst case, and my tolerance range is less, I say that your passing criteria is between 80 to 82. Okay, that's all. So this will give me more better quality. Or if I say your passing criteria is between 70 to 90, then even you get 70, your quality is less, but still you will pass. This is not correct.
Correct.
So when I reduce the range, it will be better quality. But the main point from the PgMP point of view, we are not focusing more on quality, scope, time. We are more focused on the risk thresholds, phase gate reviews, the decision making points. And that if your thresholds are less, means you have less authority given to the program manager, more and more interpretations will come, more and more approvals will be required, and it will delay your program.
Okay, got it. Next is 44 page number. A software development program for a multinational organization requires the engagement of subcontractors. During the program planning phase, the contract manager informs the program manager the primary subcontractors agreement includes incentives that would potentially conflict with program objectives. What should the program manager do first? Options are ask the program PMO to conduct a risk assessment. So I ruled out because directly we cannot ask PMO to conduct that risk assessment.
Correct.
Next one is review the program charter and update the program objectives accordingly. I kept this one option. And next option is draft a change request for approval by the steering committee. D1 is review the contracts and create a program budget contingency. That we cannot do it immediately.
Correct.
So what I thought between B and C, I got a bit concerned, and I chose the C option because I wanted to seek an approval by the steering committee after drafting the change request. But the answer is review the charter and then update the program objectives. Actually, we cannot update the program objectives directly, right? First, we have to get the approval.
Your understanding is correct. This is a wrong question, a controversial question. Stating now, as per the new thing, we have agreed that I will change this answer to C. We have to draft a change request because in B, review the program object charter is correct. Review the program charter. If we will continue with the same thing, review the program charter and the business case or the program management plan, that will be the best answer. I have to review, I have to go back and see again. But updating the program objectives based on some component or a subcontractor, this is not correct. I cannot change the objectives of my program. This is clear. The second part of B is not correct.
Okay. That's it. I am clear with it now.
Okay, very good.
Only thing I have to revise all this one business case, the contents of roadmap, and that summary sheet I have. And if I have any doubts, I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Sure. Thank you very much.